All right, okay, so today we're going to talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. All right, so this is actually the self actualization theory. So, according to Maslow, that every human or human nature is basically good, not evil. So, we are born good, and normal human development involves the actualization of this inherent goodness, right? All right. Okay. So when we say central human motive, this is actually asserts that we each have a set of basic needs that must be met, right? For example, biological and psychological. It can be safety, belongingness, and love. This includes also self-esteem and self-actualization. So once our basic needs are met, so such as having shelter or feeling loved, so we are able to focus on our higher order needs such as self-esteem and self-actualization. All right, so as you can see, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs is organized in a pyramid form, right? So we have here the basic needs. As the people meet their needs at each level, they are able to meet more complex needs, right? And they work their way closer to self fulfillment and, of course, achieving their full potential. However, this is not a one way process, right? So people may find themselves revisiting levels based on life circumstances at a given time, right? So this model provides a framework for understanding why people may be motivated toward a certain behaviors, right? So at a given time, of course. So it doesn't not provide specific steps that must be taken in order because this is in a um, pyramid form, but it doesn't mean that you have to follow or it must be taken in order. So the following sections look at let's try to look at here. We have self-actualization, esteem, love, and safety. Oh, we also have physiological. All right, so we also have here Maslow's assumption. So psychopathology results from the frustration of human being's essential nature. So when we say psychopathology, this means that this is a scientific study of mental disorders. So these features of people's health, mental health, considered or mental or behavioral disorder. Okay, so let's talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So we have here the physiological or biological or survival needs, all right? So when we say physiological, this includes food, shelter, sleep, homeostasis. When we say homeostasis, it's the state of the body being the ability to maintain its natural state or balance, right? And then these are when we say physiological, these are our needs that are critical for surviving or survival. If aren't being met, so what will happen? It will be very difficult for us on focusing on anything. So, for example, at school, when a student was not able to take his breakfast. So what will happen? He might not be able to concentrate on the topic that you are discussing, right? Or if the student has don't have enough sleep, then what will happen? Maybe he will feel sleepy in the class and will not able to concentrate on what you are talking about in the class, right? Now, let's continue. Let's have all right. So let's continue with the hierarchy. So let's have safety. When we say safety, this expands beyond just the physical. right? This includes emotional safety, order and predictability, routines, and stability. So this includes being familiar with the surroundings and not having to worry a lot of unexpected changes or change, right? So, for example, in the classroom, a student may not be willing to participate in an activity or in a lesson. Why? Why do you think? So, as a teacher, what will you do in order for, uh, or as an educator, you must consider, right? Consider whether or not the resistance to participate is due to his or her safety. Does it concerns with physical, emotional, or social um, about participating in the class? Or maybe the student is afraid of being teased or being afraid of trying to do something new or unexpected. Could be he physically hurt by the activity, or does the activity challenge his or her beliefs? Or is there any something going on at home that is preventing the students from feeling safe and secure? If so, the student's reluctance may be rooted in his deeper issue and will likely only change if his safety concerns are being addressed. Okay, so let's continue with love or and belongingness. So once a person is physically content and feels safe, the need to belong and be loved by others becomes important. The need for belongingness and love recognizes that each person needs more than just food and shelter. We need to belong to belong to something greater than ourselves, to be part of partnership or to be part of a group that can give value to us or values us an individual, yet provides us with a sense of purpose greater than ourselves. So this need may be met through nurturing friendships. What else? Having trusted person to talk to, or being in a romantic relationship, or feeling connected to a cause such as a club, a team. Belongingness and love are not only necessarily taught to students. All right. Okay. So, empathy. How about empathy? Um, it should also be taught students empathy, how to be good to a friend, um, how to um, the differences between helpful and hurtful relationships, and assertive communication skills. And we could also make the classroom a positive and supportive environment in which you are able to feel the sense of safety and belonging. Because this is a group also. All of this feed into our need to belong and being loved or feel loved. Okay, so let's continue with love or and belongingness. So once a person is physically content and feels safe, the need to belong and be loved by others becomes important. The need for belongingness and love recognizes that each person needs more than just food and shelter. We need to belong to belong to something greater than ourselves, to be part of partnership or to be part of a group that can give value to us or values us an individual, yet provides us with a sense of purpose greater than ourselves. So this need may be met through nurturing friendships. What else? Having trusted person to talk to, or being in a romantic relationship, or feeling connected to a cause such as a club, a team. Belongingness and love are not only necessarily taught to students. All right. Okay. So, empathy. How about empathy? It should also be taught students empathy, how to be good to a friend, um, how to um, the differences between helpful and hurtful relationships, and assertive communication skills. And we can also make the classroom a positive and supportive environment in which you are able to feel the sense of safety and belonging. Because this is a group also. All of this feed into our need to belong and being loved or feel loved. So let's continue with the hierarchy. So we're going to talk about self esteem. So this level is best described as people having a need or a desire for a stable, firmly based, usually high evaluation of themselves, for self-respect or self-esteem, and for the esteem of others. We need to develop a respect of self that is fostered by an understanding of our own self-worth and abilities. Now, if a student does not believe that he or she is worthy of being treated well, then he or she is likely to treat his uh, or her body or mind well. Now, if a student self-esteem also considers the need to be respected by the others. Okay, so people with higher levels of self-esteem will likely also to have a higher level of self-efficacy. So it means that one's belief that one has the ability to reach his goal or self-efficacy. So which influences also their ability to change or engage in certain behaviors. So, for example, teaching students the importance of respecting themselves and others, it is the foundation of developing skills to maintain or improve health. For example, we cannot expect students to set goal of the future or for the future if they do not believe that they are able to control the outcome, right? So, okay, finally, we are going to talk about self actualization. So, after all of the other needs are being met, the need for self actualization can be addressed. This need is based on the personal desire to do something substantial that helps us to reach our fullest potential. Specifically, self actualization. So, this is about finding a sense of purpose in our work, in our studies, or our actions that we do. So for you students, so this may be a developing a plan and advocating for a cause that is important to you, or choosing a behavior that you wish to change, or your limitations that you want to improve. And then you will be able to establish a plan to improve yourself in that specific limitation or in that specific area. You must, okay, as an educator also, you must listen to what students are saying during the discussions. Why? because their actions or their responses to us might have a deeper meaning behind it, right? So you need to watch on how they behave. You need to listen to them on how they react or their responses, because students are bringing a variety of issues, concerns, and of course their needs, right? And if it will not be addressed, it will hinder their motivation to succeed and ultimately their performance both in and out of the class will also be affected. All right, so this is our Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So people may find themselves revisiting the levels, right? So based on life circumstances at a given time. So this model provides only a framework for understanding why people are motivated on their behaviors or doing something at a given time. So this does not provide specific steps or procedures that must be taken in order. Okay. All right. So we're done with the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and I'm leaving you with this quote that it says here that um, nobody can do everything, but we can nearly all of us, do more than we think we can. All right, have a great day. Bye.